So it kind of seems like they were both overlapping on each other. So I'm not sure why everyone's so pro Erica, especially when Erica comes for Bambi in a way that I don't feel like needs to be done.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
So Erica Dixon, Scrappy, and Bambi. I'm not sure, I was watching clips from Love and Hip Hop, and Bambi has felt like people were so anti-her. And at first I wasn't seeing it. I was like, what hate are you talking about? It's just the invisible hate that everyone talks about, and nobody's hating on you. Boo-boo, nobody's hating on you. Because like a lot of the comments and a lot of the discussion around that I saw was people really anti-Scrappy and pro-Bambi. So I didn't understand when she was talking about everyone hates Bambi, let's make Bambi the problem, let's do this. And I was like, but babe, we're all talking about Scrap, what's going on? Like, why are you so mad? But now that I'm seeing that Scrappy is very pro-Erica now, and I mean, like, they're family, right? Like, they have a child together, so I'm not saying he should be anti-Erica. But now that I'm seeing that he's like posting her more, and they're, kitty, and Erica is saying Bambi was the problem the whole time. And then I'm seeing a lot of comments like, oh, Erica has always been a soulmate, they're always supposed to be together, and they look so great together. It's very strange. It's very strange. And I understand a lot of people, don't feel bad for Bambi, or don't maybe necessarily like Bambi, because it seems like there was some overlap between Erica's relationship and Erica and Scrappy's relationship and Bambi's relationship. It seems like there's some overlap, but it does seem like there was some overlap while Scrap was with Bambi from Erica. So it seems like he was kind of going back and forth too. So I kind of look at them a little bit the same. Like, it seems like Scrap either didn't know what he wanted, or wanted both of them, or just was going back and forth and kind of wanted to be with the person that made it the easiest for him to be with them. So it kind of seems like they were both overlapping on each other. So I'm not sure why everyone's so pro Erica, especially when Erica comes for Bambi in a way that I don't feel like needs to be done. Now, of course, there's things behind the scene that we don't see. But for example, Erica is very upset with Bambi about calling the police on her, saying that she abused her daughter. But from what it's shown, it was Scrappy, little Scrappy, that called the police on Erica with the child abuse allegation. So I'm not sure why Bambi is getting the pushback on that. Like, I know her daughter, Imani, seems like, she was cool with Bambi at one point, and then it didn't work out. So maybe, when she and Bambi were cool, she was saying stuff about Erica or about her mom, just venting, you know what I mean? And then maybe Bambi kind of took sides, but then, as things go, I mean, at the end of the day, a kid is always going to take their parents' side, you know what I mean? No matter what. So it kind of seems like when Imani went back with Erica, like, you know what I mean? Maybe she was bad-mouthing Bambi, and then now Erica has all these things to say about Bambi, but it's kind of like, Imani's a teenager, you know what I mean? Like, she's gonna have times when she doesn't get along with her mom. She's gonna have times when she doesn't get along with her stepmom, with her ex-stepmom now. But you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, and it's just weird to me that Erica is saying all these negative things about Bambi and how Bambi was always the issue, Bambi was always the problem. But Erica was complaining about Scrap from before Bambi was in the picture, or while they were dating, and like had issues with not Bambi but Scrappy and the things that he was supposed to do. Because at the end of the day, like, you can clearly, like, a man is going to do what he wants to do, right? Doesn't matter who he's married to, doesn't matter. Like, a woman can, yes, make it more difficult for a man to see his child, but at the end of the day, and I mean like the woman that he's with, I don't mean like Erica. I mean, if let's say Bambi was the problem, yes, she can make it hell if hypothetically, you know what I mean, he wanted to see Imani, or he was trying to co-parent with Erica, yes, but at the end of the day, a man is going to do what he wants to do, right? Look, he was texting when he felt like Bambi wasn't pulling her apart or doing what he needed her to do, or being there for him or supporting him, whatever. He was texting other girls while he was married, right? He admitted to that. And it's like, okay, you can text girls when you want to, you can do what you want to do when you want to, but when you want to be a father, like, Bambi can't stop you from texting other women, but she can stop you from being a father. Does that make sense? Because it seems like Bambi had enough of the behavior and left. And now, okay, yeah, maybe it seems like he's co-parenting with Bambi. Sorry. It seems like now that Bambi has decided to exit herself out of the situation, now he's more involved with co-parenting with Erica and with his daughter. But maybe that's because he was just wrapped up in Bambi and like whatever issues, and just wasn't taking the steps to do the things that he needed to do, or the things that you wanted him to do as a dad. Because at the end of the day, his man is going to do what he wants to do. Like, if he wants to text, he's going to text. If he wants to leave, he's going to leave. If he is supposed to pay a certain amount of bills and he's not paying it, he's not going to pay it. He's not going to pay it. So it's just weird to me that Erica is coming for Bambi's throat when she had all this smoke for Scrap this whole time, and now all of a sudden it seems like she's saying he was this great perfect guy, he was this great dad, and then Bambi came along and ruined all that. And I just think she's giving Bambi too much credit. I don't think, even if that was the case and that was Bambi's intention, I don't think Bambi had that much power over Scrap. I think he's his own man and he's capable of doing what he wants to do and not doing what he doesn't want to do. So if there were any issues with parenting, she would have to take that up with Scrappy. I also feel like Erica gets a pass for a lot of the things that she does, because Erica seems very well put together. She's very beautiful. She's stunning. She's gorgeous. Bambi's beautiful too, but Erica is beautiful. She's well put together. In a sense, I guess you could say she's well spoken, and she just carries herself in a way where I feel like more people align herself. I feel like she just carries herself in a way where people more align themselves with Erica rather than Scrappy, especially because she seems like, like she's a great mom and like all these sorts of things. But I feel like she gets a pass for a lot of behavior that no one else would get a pass from. Like, if the situations were reversed, and Scrappy had married Erica, had 3 kids with Erica, was going through a divorce with Erica, and went back with Bambi, I don't think people would give her the same grace. And not just because they like Erica versus not like Bambi, but I feel like if anybody else did or like was behaving in the way that Erica's behaving, I don't think they would give her up. I don't think they would give her up line. Like, even the whole situation at the reunion years ago when Erica was sitting down, arguing back and forth with Bambi, talking about, he hasn't seen it, like he hasn't seen his daughter, he's not doing what he's doing with his daughter. But then she was talking about, just last night or just last week or whatever it was, just recently, he was at the hotel eating my box. You know what I mean? So it's like, that type of behavior, usually people wouldn't align themselves to the side of someone that acts like that, or then if they see him act like that. So it's very weird to me how, like, Scrap has this family, he has his wife. It seems like, now nobody's perfect, but it seems like a lot of what he was doing was the issue, and like it was fixable, and at some point Bambi wanted to work on it, and then he didn't want to work on it, and it probably went back and forth. There were times that she wanted to work on it, he didn't. There were times he wanted to work on it, and she didn't. And now that the situation has, dissipated and they've gone their own separate ways, how he's so like pro Erica, and okay, like maybe you felt that way and like it wasn't appropriate because you were a married man, but I just don't see him championing for his ex-wife the way that he is for Erica. And now I know there's probably stuff that's fresh and there's some new feelings, but I feel like, on Love and Hiphop, we talked about he'll always have love for her, she's a good mom, she's not a bad person. So I just feel like, are you doing these things to make Bambi upset? Because, I mean, you could have been there and you could have celebrated for Erica, but the way that he posted how she's so beautiful and she's so amazing and that and this and that and third, like, Bambi's going to see this. Like, this is the mom of your children. She's going through things, and that she's hurting with this breakup. And just the way you go about it, I feel like you could carry yourself with a little bit more decorum, Maybe be a little bit more considerate of the feelings. But I don't know. They're both a little petty because they're both having divorce parties and celebrating and TikToks and reels and stuff. So the whole thing, they're going through it, y'all. They're going through it, and I pray for healing for both of them, because, everyone's like, keep your stuff off social media, but they're they are, I don't want to say influencers, but they're celebrities in a sense. And you know what I mean? Their life is, they make money from showing you their life. So it is a lifestyle in a certain sense for them. So for them to just completely keep this whole thing off social media and away from the public eye, I think is a little bit of an unrealistic expectation. I'm so sorry. But for the sake of the kids and for the sake of everybody involved, I hope they work it out and they get to co-parent, and I hope everybody just ends up happy, because I don't think any of them are terrible people. I think they're all good people, and I think they've all been hurt, and I think they've all hurt people, and I just hope that they get along for the sake of the kids and for the sake of themselves. My goal for today is to really start making more content for my hair business. I was doing really well, and then I ended up getting the flu, and it turned into pneumonia, and then the kids got sick, and then I got sick again. So I had to take a break from making content, and then I had to take a break from doing some of the things that I wanted to do. So right now I've been selling hair, and I've been selling hair to customers, but I also wanted to kind of explore and go into a little bit of the wholesale. So I've had a few inquiries about the wholesale. The problem is I need to implement a whole new side to my website for the wholesale. So essentially what I want to do is to be able to log in, and you can order the same bundles from me that I sell, just at wholesale discount prices. And it'll obviously be, you know, minimum order quantity that you have to buy to get that wholesale price. But I want to build that out, and I want to be able to do it on my website. So rather than just having to contact me and WhatsApp me, DM me, I think it's more convenient if, yeah, you can still contact me if you want to, but once, you know, you ask all your questions and stuff, you can just go on the website and place your order. I know a lot of these vendors, you gotta WhatsApp them and wait till they're online. Sometimes the communication takes days. So what I want to do is just update my website so that once you're ready to order, you can go online, place your order, and you know you'll get your bundles, and your shipping and processing time is the same as if you were just placing an order with me as a regular customer. I mean, unless it's a really large quantity, well then yeah, then I'll have to place a custom order with my vendor. But yeah, right now I am almost home. I have had a crazy work week this week. There's been just a little bit of an increased workload that's been distributed throughout some of the teams. So just working on that. The kids have been sick, and then my youngest daughter, my 7-month-old, is doing this thing now. Usually she'll go to bed around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then she'll sleep till about 6 o'clock in the morning, which is good. But now that I've gotten my other kids into a routine of getting in bed at 8 o'clock, it's like her spidey senses are tingling. So now she's just doing this thing where she's not going to bed until 10, then 10:30, and I realistically need to be in bed by 11 because I get up at 5:30. She's been doing this thing where she goes to bed at like 10:30, and then I've got to stay up because I've got to do the dishes like from dinner and everything. I've got to clean up, I've got to wash her bottles. I'm still breastfeeding. Like, I don't breastfeed directly, I pump and feed. I have to pump between 6 to 8 times a day to maintain my milk supply. Sometimes more if my milk supply is dropped, because let's say I drop under and I only pump, let's say, like 5 to 6 times for the day, especially a couple days in a row, then my milk supply will drop. Then I've got to pump like 9 to 10 times a day. And it's 15 to 30 minutes per session. So you do the math on how much time I spend pumping. So I've got to pump, I've got to wash bottles, I've got to do dishes and all this stuff. And then she doesn't go to bed till 10:30, and all that stuff takes a couple hours, so I'm not going to bed till maybe close to midnight. And then now she's doing this thing where she's waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning for a bottle, which is fine. I don't mind waking up, you know, sometimes 2, 3, 4 to make her a bottle, and then she'll usually go back to bed. But she's doing this thing where she's staying up and she's playing. And it's cute, but it's not cute, because I don't want to stay up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning with you so you can hit me in the face and blow bubbles. Okay? It's really cute, and if I wasn't exhausted, it would be so adorable. But ma'am, I want to sleep. I have work in the morning. I need to be up early. Nobody wants to play spit bubble games with you. Go to bed. So she's been doing that. So I've been extremely exhausted. And sometimes I just, I'll sit down to do something on the couch and just fall asleep. like just sitting up, just literally just my head, and then I'm gone because I'm exhausted. So I've been trying to get some stuff done with my business and do some promo and stuff, but it's just been difficult just because I've been so tired. And then usually, like when I get home from work and I've picked the kids up from daycare or school, I can put her in her little bouncer and she'll sit and she'll be chill like for an hour or two, like I can cook dinner and get stuff done. But now she's also started to do the thing where she wants to be in my hand and not get put down. And she never used to do that before. So I'm like, ma'am, the sabotage? Why? Why? But I can't complain. Like, she's a great baby. She doesn't really cry. Like, she's usually pretty chill. So I'm hoping this is just the phase. She was sick for a little bit, and that's kind of when she started to be a little inconsistent with her sleep and like a little bit more in hand. But now she's feeling better, and I feel like she's like, oh, so if I just scream and cry, you'll pick me up, and then I get to be in your hand all the time? Cool. So that's what she's doing now. And it's low-key cute, and when she gets older I know I'm gonna miss it, but right now, yeah. So that's the reason that I've kind of been behind and I have been posting promo, but I'm trying to come up with more content to put on my YouTube page. So if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see from me, I spend a lot of time commuting in the car, so I'm figuring, okay, maybe these car videos will be good. That's it for today. I'm gonna park, I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna pump and get back to work, and I will work, not tonight, because tonight is Friday night, and on Friday nights my daughter stays up and she washes dishes and spends time with me. That's her thing. She loves to stay up and, Mom, I want to help you with the dishes, I want to do this, I want to do that. And sometimes I try to dissuade her, but because I don't want her to take on responsibilities that is not of a kid, but she really enjoys it. She loves spending time with me. She loves that responsibility. So I'm like, okay, you know what? This is clearly her personality. I try not to make her take on too much, but the things that she wants to do, I'm like, let me help. Like, she wants to take initiative and be a leader, and that's her personality. Like, I'm not gonna stop her, especially when she's excited to do it and she wants to do it. She looks forward to it all week. So Friday night is our night to do that stuff. So I probably won't be making content tonight because I've got to put the younger two to bed and then stay up with her and spend time. But hopefully this weekend you will get some content out of me once I can edit it and get the thumbnails together. It's the thumbnails, like the pictures and the thumbnails is what is the hardest for me. So once I'm done that and I'm done rambling, I'm gonna park, go inside, and you guys are gonna be seeing a lot more of me soon.